Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
In or Out with Jim Hanifan and Rick Venturi, exclusively on 101ESPN.com. Now your host, Brian Stahl.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of In or Out with Jim Hanifan and Rick Venturi. I'm Brian Stahl. We'll find out if the coaches are in or out on this week's topics as the Rams get ready to host the Washington Redskins. Rick, I'll begin with you. Are you in or out? The Washington Redskins have begun their rebuilding program, bringing in Mike Shanahan. Is this the right way to go about bringing back a winner to Washington? In or out?
Oh, I'm definitely in on this one. I mean, it's the old school in me, but you bring back a proven winner who then surrounds himself with a lot of proven assistant coaches. So I'm real confident that they will be on their way. It won't be easy. They were a bottom feeder to ending last year, but you put it in the hands of Shanahan, you've got instant credibility with your team.
What about you, Hanny? In or out, Shanahan's the guy for Washington?
Definitely in. No question about it. Michael is like what Rick said. I mean, he's a proven winner. I mean, the guy did a tremendous job over at Denver, tremendous job, and he's a very bright. In the old days, he was a bright offensive coordinator. So he knows how to handle the team, and he knows how to handle an offense in particular.
All right, Hanny, I'll stay with you for our next topic. Would you rather stay with the Washington backfield where there's a cast of characters, or would you rather have the Rams backfield with the individual, Steven Jackson?
I got to go with the cast. I got to go with the Redskins did. I mean, they've got a heck of a running back in Clinton Portis, one of the toughest guys to probably ever played the game at running back spot. I mean, this guy's a hard-nosed kid. And now they have these other fellas backing him up. I mean, I like that situation. I mean, not have anything against Steven, but you don't really have anybody behind Steven that could even possibly scare you. You know, you're like, okay, you know, they got Ken Darby in there, they got Poston in there. Yeah, well, so what?
All right, Rick, I'll turn to you. In or out, Steven Jackson or the Washington backfield?
I'm in with the committee of backs. I mean, when the problem that you have is, as much as I think Steven Jackson's a great player, an elite player, just as Hanny said, I mean, when you're relying on him and you have no real backup threat, I mean, you're just on a fine line there for winning. Plus, Steven gets tired in the course of the game. He gets tired and he has to come out, and all of a sudden you're out of bullets there for a minute.
Gotcha. Our final topic, in or out here for this preview of the Rams against the Redskins. Rams lose 2 close games. The NFC West, however, the NFC worst right now. The Rams are only a game out, believe it or not. Do you believe, in or out, Rick, that the Rams will be able to make up ground in the NFC West?
I'm out on that. I think the Rams will improve. I think there's plenty of games in front of them that they're going to be competitive in. But when you're struggling to score 14 points a game, when you're struggling to score 10 points a game, it's going to be hard to make up ground. And that first loss to Arizona, who's really a diminished team, a depleted team from last year, really is troublesome to me.
What about you, Hanny? In or out that the Rams can make up ground in the West?
Out. I think they had an opportunity, 2 ball games to win, 2 beatable, winnable games. They didn't get it done. And I don't see anything in the future that is real promising for them. They're going to have a tougher schedule down the road. And, hey, it's not, in the NFL, nothing's easy. And when you know that you had a shot at winning it in the opener against Arizona or last week, and you did feel that way, hey, those are, they're hard to come by. And when you lose them, that sets a tone for your team. And you can talk to your blue in the face as a coach to your players. The players look at it and go, yeah, we screwed that up. But they're not going to take the blame. They're going to point fingers. Pretty soon there's going to be finger pointing going on.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of our In or Out. Don't forget, our pregame begins tomorrow at noon right here on 101 ESPN. Randy Carricker will have a new video for you here Monday morning with what he learned from the Rams-Redskins game. But for Rick Venturi, for Jim Hanifan, I'm Brian Stahl, and we are out.